Today we are going to focus on some common phrasal verbs. So let's begin. We'll focus on the pronunciation. Okay. So the aim of the lesson is to learn how to pronounce some common phrasal verbs in English. So we'll cover 6 phrasal verbs, and then the next series we'll cover 6 more, and so on and so forth. Okay. So let's get started. The first one is this one. Ask out. Now what happens is whenever you have the ending of a consonant and the next word starts with a vowel, we connect them when we pronounce. Okay, so how to say that? Ask out. So it will be kind of one word. Ask out, count, ask out. Okay, it means to ask someone to go out to spend some time. So it could be on a date. Okay, a sentence could be, I'll ask her out on the phone. So that means you call someone, be your friend or someone, to go out with you. Ask out. Okay. The next important one is bring over. Again, this g and o will be combined. There will be a connection here. And you say bring over, bring over. Okay, bring over. So that means to bring something or someone somewhere. Okay, so it could be about food, things, or some people. So for example, bring over your friend here. So maybe there is a person with someone else and you want that person to bring along his or her friend when the person comes up to you. So you can say bring over your friend here or to me. Okay, bring over. Next one is carry on. Again, the connection, carry on. Okay, don't read them individually. Don't say carry on, carry on. So that means to continue doing something that you are doing. So for example, we can say we should carry on helping others. Okay, we should carry on helping others. Okay, the next one is clear up. Again, clear up, clear up, rub, clear up. To do something to solve a problem with someone. A good example could be, I'll talk to my friend to clear up this issue. So there is a problem between you and your friend and you want to talk it out so that there's no misunderstanding. Okay. The next one is come across. Come across. Now here there's a vowel. Okay, there's a vowel as well. So you cannot connect. You say come across. Okay, so E is not pronounced, of course. Come across. To find something or meet someone by chance. Okay, so you could say, this is the first time I've come across this building in the city. You know, sometimes you are in a city but you don't see some places. So when you eventually see something new, a new place, you can say that, oh, I've come across a new place. Or you could come across someone as well. Okay. Next one is doze off. Okay, doze off. Again, vowel and vowel, so there's nothing to connect here, but you say them together. Doze off. Okay? Doze off. To go to sleep unintentionally. That means you don't want to sleep, but somehow you fall asleep. Okay, you can say I doze off whenever I watch a movie. Alright, so please practice these phrasal verbs. They are important ones. You can use them in your day-to-day English, and next lesson we'll talk about 6 more phrasal verbs. Happy learning! The first one is the end up. So this is a consonant sound, this is a vowel sound, so they will be connected. End up, okay, end up. The end result of something, that means the final outcome that you get. If you don't play well, we'll end up losing the football match. Okay, so that's the result you'll get. Next one is follow up. What and so connecting them, follow up, follow up. To find out about something or take further action. Okay, so for example, clients can be upset if we don't follow up on the call. Okay, that means when you have already talked to your clients, you need to call them again to see how they are doing, if they have any questions, problems. All right, the next one is fool around. Okay, fool and again consonant vowel. Fool will be connected. Fool around, to waste time. So the example could be, time is precious, so we shouldn't fool around. Yeah, so don't waste time around. Next one is freak out, freak out, tout. Connecting them. Okay, freak out, to get angry or upset without any reason. So when some people get angry but there is no reason for that, so we could say this person has freaked out, or this person freaks out. For example, my boss freaks out whenever I share any new ideas. So maybe my boss does not like my ideas or doesn't like me, but anyway, so the boss freaks out. Next one is get along. Connecting them. Get along, okay? Get along, to have a good rapport with others. So like good relationships, okay? So for example, we can say, I get along really well with my colleagues. Colleagues are the people who you work with. So all the people at work are your colleagues, okay? One more is go ahead. So vowel, so there will be no such issues here, so no connection. Just a go ahead. Okay? Go ahead. And ahead is like further. Yeah. So to do something that you are not confident about. So you could say, I think we should go ahead with our new project. All right. I hope you would practice these 6 more phrasal verbs. I'm going to come back with some more phrasal verbs next time. Till then, happy learning. Take care. So the first one is go around. So go around, we read them quickly. So go around. It sounds like round, but it is around. So this sound is very soft. Okay, subtle sound. Go around. Around is like a circle. Okay, so around something. That means to pass from one place to another. So as an example, we could say, I'll go around my house to find my lost toy. Okay, so that means you visit a place. So you can also say, I'll go around the world, okay, to experience different places. Okay. So the next one is go by. Go by. Of course, because of this vowel and a consonant, go by. Okay, go by. To pass someone or something quickly. So move past something. Okay. So for example, we could say, as the time goes by, people gain more experience. So with time, people learn more about their life and their world. So that's the experience as the time goes by. Okay. Next one is go over. Okay? Go over. Go over. So to review. All right. So for example, busy people always go over their daily schedule to manage time. Okay. Now this word can be pronounced as schedule or schedule or schedule. Okay, so schedule to manage time. Okay. The next one is hand over. So this will be connected. So dover, hand over. So giving something to someone if they ask. So give or share something upon request. So people ask you to give them something and you give them. So for example, we could say students hand over their homework to their teachers. So why do they hand over their homework? Because the teachers want them to give their homework. Okay. The next one is hang out. So hang out, gout. Okay, connecting there. So to hang clothes, okay, for drying them up, or to spend time with someone. So there could be 2 meanings, okay. In the example, I used the second meaning. So I could say, I hang out with my friends on the weekend. So spend time. I go out with them somewhere, okay, to have some fun time, okay. The next one would be help out, help out, pout, okay, help out, consonant, vowel, to help someone with something. So an example could be, I always help out my colleagues at work, or I help out my friends in school. So these were some more phrasal verbs. I'm sure you're going to use them in your day-to-day life. I'll be back with more phrasal verbs. Till then, enjoy yourselves. And the first one is kick out. So you connect them, kick out, to force someone to leave, okay? So maybe they don't want to leave, but you would tell them to go away. For example, my boss kicked out one of my colleagues during a meeting. So maybe my boss didn't like what my colleague was talking about, or something else happened, so he kicked him out. So my boss kicked him out. Okay. The other one is lay off, lay off, lay off, to end a worker's employment. So they lose their job, but they are forced to leave. Okay. And there's a reason, because maybe the company is not doing very well, they don't have enough money to pay salaries, so they tell people to leave their jobs. For instance, we can say in 2020 a lot of people were laid off by the companies, of course. Okay, so it's not a good situation, but it does happen. Okay, next one is leave out. Okay, leave out, something that you don't do, to exclude something or someone. Exclude means something that you don't include, you don't do it. For example, while filling out a form, we should not leave out any section. So that means every section should be filled out. Okay. Let down, next one, t and d. So you can't connect them, so we don't really pronounce t here because of another consonant, so it will like let down, yeah, let. So there will be a different sound here, let down. Okay, to disappoint someone, to make somebody sad or unhappy or dissatisfied. Yeah, when I couldn't finish my race, I let down my coach. So my coach wasn't happy because I couldn't finish the race. Okay. Next one is let in, to allow someone to enter. So I let in a kitten in my house yesterday. Okay. So how do you say that? T and let in. Okay. And one more is light up. So t and you combine them, light up, to illuminate something. It also means sometimes to make a place more happening, make a place more cheerful. Okay, but in this case, let me use the first meaning. A light bulb can light up a dark room. Okay, so I hope you're going to practice all these phrasal verbs. I'll be back with more phrasal verbs, so keep practicing. See you. Bye. The first one is line up. Line up. Of course, these are two vowels here, vowel sound here. The stress will be on this one. Okay, you cannot say line up. Okay, if I stress on this one, it will become line up. No, it's not line up, it's line up. Line up. Okay, line up. It means to be in a row, one after another. So that means when you're making a queue, you are standing in a line, something like that. So for instance, people line up to get on a plane. People line up to get on a plane. Okay. So let me focus on this one as well. So there's a vowel, there's a consonant sound here. So when we read these two words, they will be used in combination, like to get. Okay, you can say up, to get, to get. Again, it will be connected as well. To get on, to get on. It will be connected as well. To get on. Okay, to get on a plane. So to sound better, read in combination of 3 or 2 words. Okay, that will make your pronunciation better. You will sound better. Okay. Next one is live with. the, okay? Again, this is a vowel sound, this is a semi vowel, okay? So they will be connected, okay? So live with, again, the stress is here, yeah, as I told you before. Live with, it means to share the same place or the same house. For example, I live with my family in the city. And I want to focus on this full stop as well, like the last sentence as well. You drop your voice, okay? So your voice goes down, the same here. It signifies that you have finished the sentence, okay? So the listener knows it. I live with my friend in the city, okay? Then we have look around, so k and all right? So we connect the sounds. Look around, look around to see who or what is around you. So anything or any person, okay? For example, in a new city, when there's a comma, your voice rises, okay? In a new city, we always look around because everything is unfamiliar. Again, down, okay? In a new city, we always look around because everything is unfamiliar. Something that you don't know about, something, you know, shops would be new, streets would be new. So we pay more attention to the things, okay, when we go to a new place, new city, new country, anywhere, okay? Then we have look at again. What would happen here? We'll stress at, and this will be combined. Look at, to focus on someone or something, but for a short duration, okay? Because then we have see, watch, okay, and then look. So look is very short, see is a little longer, watch is like you spend a lot of time. For example, you watch matches, you watch TV, okay, you watch movies. So look at. For example, I'm looking at you at the moment. Again, down. So what happens here? Okay, looking at, so get, looking at you, okay, same also at you at the moment. So combination of these three together. I'm looking at you at the moment. Now you is not very strong again. These words are weaker, so we don't pronounce them strongly, okay, unless I really want to focus on you, okay? I'm looking at you, so I'm telling you that it's you I'm looking at, nobody else. But that would depend on the situation, okay? So this one is look forward to. That means you look ahead in the future for something. For example, the meaning could be to wait for an important event in the future. So for instance, you could say, I'm looking forward to meeting you soon. I'm looking forward to meeting you soon. Again, to meeting, okay? To meeting you soon. This is a formal sentence as well when you write email, so you can always change this one. You could say, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to talking to you, something like that, okay? So this expression, we could say, this sentence could be used when you write emails, formal emails, or in general when you interact with your clients, okay? Next one is look down on. So k, consonant sound, but a vowel sound. So what will happen? Down on. Look down on. K, down. So because of two consonant sounds, we cannot pronounce both of them, okay? Look down. So they'll kind of stop here, and then we quickly glide to d sound. Look down on. Look down on, look down on, down on, non. Okay, can you hear that? Look down on. To think of someone or something unimportant. Okay, so for example, looking down on any person is inhumane. Okay, again, looking down on any person is inhumane because the stress is inhumane. So you go down a little bit, yeah, because you are ending the sentence here. Alright, I'll be back with another lesson. Enjoy yourself, okay? And the first one is look into again. Consonant, vowel, kinto. Look into. Again, as I said before, the stress is here. This word, look into, to see something in something. So to find out about something. Okay. So for example, managers should look into all the reports carefully. So whenever they are given any document, they should be careful what they see, okay, because they have to check it. There might be mistakes as well, okay. Then we have look up to. So cup and no connection here, but again, you cannot really pronounce p and ta like the way they are. So the sound will change a little bit because we have to glide. Look up to, look up, look up, okay. You can also look up, look up, look up to, look up to, okay. That means to see someone with respect. So you respect someone. So whenever you are doing something important in your life, you could look up to people. For example, I look up to my family whenever I need any advice. Okay, so I look up, okay, to my, yeah. Can you see the connection here now? I look up to my family whenever I need any advice. Need any advice. Yeah. Need any advice. Okay. I look up to my family whenever I need any advice. So this is advice, is a noun. If I change it to an S, it will become a verb, advise. So these things, maybe I will do a lesson later. Next one is mess up. So connecting them, okay. Mess up, mess up. When something is unorganized or dirty. I'm nervous. I'll mess up my interview. Okay, so because I'm nervous. Then we have move out. Again, vowel and vowel. The stress is here, so move out. That means you move your house. So with that, you move all your things, okay? Your bedding, your closets, your tables, chairs, sofas. For example, the meaning could be to move your belongings to another place permanently forever. Okay, so for example, after this month, I'll move out of this house. Okay, again, your voice is dropping here, right? Ending the sentence. Then we could have narrow, and narrow down. So down, so this sound will change a little bit. Narrow down, narrow. Okay, narrow down. So narrow down. To reduce the number of options or choices that you have, reduce, okay, not reduce. To reduce the number of options. For a good assignment, you should narrow down its scope. Okay, scope. Scope means what you cover in your assignment, because if you keep it wider, it might be difficult to finish your assignment. So keep it narrow so that you have more focus. Okay. Next one is pay off. So yeah. Again, semi-vowel and vowel. Pay off. Pay off. To pay back in full. So you make the payment in full. Okay, you pay the whole amount. For example, it can be difficult to pay your debt. Okay. It can be difficult to pay your debt. Debt is like a loan that you've taken from somebody, or you have borrowed money, you need to give that back. So if you pay the whole amount, it's called payoff. Okay, and I think it's a good habit as well to pay off, right? Because then you have to pay extra money. You know, there might be interest and things like that. All right, so keep practicing. I'll be back with another lesson. Stay tuned. The first one is plan on. So na and also plan on. Where's the stress? On. Plan on. To think about doing something. Okay, so for example, I should plan on working in a big company. So what happens here? I should. Okay, plan on. Working in. Yeah, can you see the combination now? I should plan on working in a big company. So if you try to focus on these words, the combination, we call them sense groups. And when you read in English aloud, try to use this strategy to sound better, okay, or to read better. Next one is point out. How to say that? Connecting them, right? Point out. Point out. Connecting. Again, the stress is here. Point out. Like when you show something to someone, for example, to make someone aware of something. When people don't know what they are doing, maybe they are at fault, you tell them, or there is something that could benefit people. For example, could you point out any reason of our failure? So the answer could be yes or no, right? But it's also a request, so you can raise your voice here, okay? So could you? Now what happens here? This will not be could you, it will become could you. J, 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 j. Okay, so this sound will change here. J. Could you here? Okay. Could you point out Tanny? Could you point out any reason of this is pronounced as O of. This is O, not A. Of our failure. Could you point out any reason of our failure? Okay. So more practice will help you. The next phrasal verb is pull off. Loff, okay? Stress is here again. Pull off. When you stop. Pull off. That means to do something tricky successfully. Something that is difficult to do, but you do it successfully. You can say pull off. For example, simple one is you pulled off that prank very well. You know, prank, when you joke with your friends. For example, nowadays there are a lot of YouTube videos or videos on Facebook or or other social media platforms wherein people prank others, So making fun of people, scaring them, things like that. You have pulled off. This is off. This is off, yeah? Off that prank very well. You pulled off that prank very well. Put together. So you cannot say put it together. Put together. Put together. Okay? So together. Okay? Together. To connect different parts of something. So when you combine something, it could be anything, right? I put together this montage. Okay? I put together this montage. This could be like photos you combine and you kind of moving photos, or could be short clippings like videos. Montage. Next one is put up with. Tap. Okay. Put up with. That means to accept something that you would rather not. Okay. So maybe you don't like something, but you still accept it, you follow it, you do it because maybe you don't want to hurt people, or you feel like just doing it for a few days. For example, I'm not ready to put up with any stupid ideas. I'm not ready to put up, okay? To put up with any stupid ideas. Z. The ending is z, okay? I'm not ready to put up with any stupid ideas. Okay, that means I don't want to hear any stupid ideas. Okay, I'm just done. I'm not going to accept. So here's an example. The meaning is opposite. Okay, and you can always decide what you want to say. Next one, rip off. So rip off. Again, the stress is here. To ask for a higher price, or we can say when someone cheats or steals. So especially in some countries, maybe taxi drivers do that. I'm just saying from my experience, okay? So here I could say, I know that some people can rip me off in touristy places. Yeah, like world famous places, a lot of people go there and there are people they could rip other people off, right? So I know that some people can rip me off, so rip me off in touristy places. Okay, so that's it for today. Keep learning. I'll be back with another lesson. Stay tuned. The first one is rule out. Rule out. Okay, so again the stress is here. Okay, rule out, to exclude a possibility. That means to not include something that is possible. Okay, to do kind of solution or an answer. As an example, we cannot rule out your involvement in this case. So rule out your, because it's weaker. Okay, your involvement. Okay, we cannot rule out your involvement in this case. Involvement in this case, you can also connect that. Sometimes, as I said before, because we have to use sense groups, so sometimes, you know, there is a combination of three words. So sometimes we might not really use it. Okay, it depends on you. You can say involvement in this case. Okay, you could say, we can rule out your involvement in this case. Okay, so that's another way. And it's difficult for me to teach you any rule for reading, because there is no rule. It just depends on you, how you know, whatever you feel comfortable with, you read like that. Maybe 3 words together, 2 words, 4 words, 3 words. Okay, that combination. Okay, next one, run across. So what will happen? Combination, run across. Okay, stress here, run across. So to go somewhere. Okay, to move from one side to the other. Okay, so a little quicker, you can say, I forgot my laptop in the cafe, so I have to run across to get it. Okay, down. I forgot my laptop in the cafe. Okay, I forgot my laptop in the cafe, so I have to run. Okay, I have to run across to get it. Get it, yeah? I forgot my laptop in the cafe, so I have to run across to get it. That sound is also important here. One more is run into. So connecting, run into, to meet or collide by accident. When you meet someone unexpectedly, right? It's a surprise. Sometimes my colleagues run into me when I go shopping. Okay, sometimes my colleagues run into me when I go shopping. Okay, so combination of 2, 3 words together. One more, run over. The stress is here. Run over, to kill or injure someone by a vehicle. So when you're driving a car, something like that. Last year, there's a comma here. Last year, he ran over a pedestrian and landed in jail. Okay, so let's see how we combine he ran. Okay, he ran over, yeah. Last year, he ran over a pedestrian and, because this is like, you know, and is not very strong, because this is not strong, it will sound like an. Pedestrian and landed in jail. Okay, last year he ran over a pedestrian and landed in jail. So down to finish a sentence. Next one is set up. Set up, to, you know, plan something, to plan for an event, okay, or a presentation, anything. Before making any presentations, I set up my devices. Okay, so this will be here, is. Before making any presentations, I set up my devices. Okay, like that. Settle down. So because we don't pronounce this one, and these are consonant sounds, so we can't pronounce this one. We go settle, okay, settle down, but we glide quickly, okay. Again, down. Settle down. To live a stable life or routine life. Something, when people generally say that when people get married, we say they have settled down. Nowadays, settling down is difficult because of fast-paced life. Okay? Nowadays, settling down is difficult. Down is, yeah, settling down is difficult. Difficult. All right, keep practicing. I'll be back with one more lesson. Stay tuned. The first one is slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Stress is here. Slow down. To do something slower. Okay. So while learning new things, we need to slow down. Okay. Slow down. I mean, I can also slow down. So we glide quickly. Okay. It's a semi-vowel here, right? While learning new things, we need to slow down, because if you are fast, we won't be able to understand. So it's good to be a little slower. Okay. Next one could be sneak in or sneak into. So could be combined or could be combined. And stress will be either this one, right? Depends. Sneak into, sneak in. Sneak, to see something, or sneak means to enter a place quietly without letting people know. So perhaps maybe thieves can do that. So the example is, the thief can easily sneak into this isolated house. Okay. The thief can easily sneak into this. You can combine as well. To this size. Okay, combine that. Isolated house. Okay, that means we are expecting the thief, so we know the thief here. Okay, otherwise if you make a general statement, you can say a thief can easily sneak into this isolated house. Okay, so that is used when we know, when everybody we are talking to and the speaker as well, they know who that person is or would be. Next one is sort out. Sort out, like kind of organizing something, to organize or arrange something. Okay, for instance, it's important to sort out family issues quickly. Okay, it's important. Again, important too. You can't pronounce both the t's, so it will be like a little stop here. Important to sort out family issues quickly. It's important to sort out family issues quickly. Next one, stand for. So no combination, no connection there. Stand for. To support an idea. Okay, so you believe in something and then you take a stand. For instance, we should know what we stand for. We should know what we believe in. Okay, so that's a good sentence, I think. What happens here? Drop your voice. Now we have start off. So start off, beginning of an event. Okay, like starting something. So we could say, we can start off the meeting. Okay. So down. But generally this is not really strong here. Okay, but that depends. When you talk about ability, we can start off the meeting. Okay. Next one is stress out. So out. Okay, and the stress is here. Stress out. To feel worried or anxious. If you procrastinate our tasks, we can stress out easily. Procrastinate means you don't do it on time. You say to yourself that you would do it tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next hour, and so on and so forth. So you don't never do it. And because of that, you have a lot of work to do, and then you get stressed out. Okay? If you procrastinate our tasks, we can stress out easily, which is true. Yeah? So keep practicing. I'll be back with more phrasal verbs, and stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to the last part of this series, and we'll focus on some more phrasal verbs with the focus on pronunciation, meaning, and the usage in sentences. So let's begin. The first one is talk down to. Talk down, you can't really combine them, but you can't pronounce them as well. Talk down to, the little stop there, talk down to, okay, here as well, here as well, talk down to, the stress will be here, okay. To talk to people by treating them inferior. Inferior means you don't respect them, you think they are not so good, you are better. As an example, we could say we don't accept anyone talking down to our employees. As a manager, you could say that, right? We don't, okay. We don't accept, we don't accept, we don't accept, okay. We don't, okay. We don't accept anyone talking down to our employees, okay. We don't accept anyone talking down to our employees, okay. And the voice drops. Next one, tell apart. La la la, tell apart. Tell apart. I'm talking about differences here, to differentiate between something or someone. The example could be, I've just seen my friend's doppelganger. I can't tell them apart. No, doppelganger could be a new word for some of you. It means that someone is a lookalike of someone else, okay. So in this case, lookalike of my friend, okay. So I've just seen my friend's doppelganger. I can't tell them apart. I mean, I can't differentiate between them because they look the same. Interesting, yeah? Next one is trick into. Trick, okay, trick. Like magicians have tricks, yeah? Or so to convince someone to believe something untrue, something that is not true, you persuade or convince other people to believe. So, for instance, he tricked me into investing in his own company. Okay. He tricked me into, okay. You can't combine that anyway, okay, into. So, he tricked me into investing in his own, okay, combine that, company. That means initially maybe this person did not know where he was investing, okay. So that means this person did not know if the company belonged to the same person who was convincing him to invest. So that could be a tricky situation. Wear out, route, okay, wear out. The stress is here again. To get damaged with continuous use, okay. So something that you always use and it is damaged now, you can't use it. For example, our shoes wear out quickly if we have only one pair of shoes. We can also make it shorter here. You can say we have, okay. Our shoes wear out. Our shoes wear out quickly if we have only one pair of shoes. Pair of shoes. Our shoes wear out quickly if we have only one pair of shoes. Okay, so you drop your voice here. Next one, work out. Work out. Stress here. To make progress in something, like to do something, okay, better. For example, we know the project is difficult, but we'll work it out. Comma, raise your voice, and full stop down. We know the project is difficult, but we'll work it out. Work it out. Work it out. Can you see that connection now? Work it out. Rather than saying work it out. Work it out. Okay? Zip up. Zip, like a zipper, and up. So you close it, to close something that has a zipper. So simple one. In winter, people zip up their jackets to keep themselves warm. In winter, people zip up their jackets to keep themselves warm. Okay? So I hope you'll practice all the phrasal verbs and you'll keep learning. Enjoy yourselves and see you later. Take care and bye-bye.